Hello everyone. So I hope all of you are doing good. So guys, we have done four parts in the decision making, basically four special techniques of decision making we have completed. Now there are two techniques left. One is basically shutdown decision and the second one is pricing decision. So today we are going to start with the shutdown decision. But before going ahead with the shutdown decision, I just wanted to discuss with you guys once the questions which are given in the CMA and study material. As I told you in the last lecture as well, that some of the questions we will do in the class, some of the question would be the homework. So why I'm discussing basically this before, before completion of the topics, because as I told you that we will take these all questions just after completion of the decision making topic, but there are two subtopics left in the decision making. But why I'm discussing it before completion of the topic, just because you can continue with your homework. I mean, there are many of the questions which you needed to do as a homework. Definitely, if you guys feel any kind of problem, any issue, just let me know. You guys know my mail ID. It is uh, double A Y U S H 090198@gmail.com. Just mail me once as and when you join the classes, and I'll send you my WhatsApp number. We can discuss over there. Okay. So I mean, what I'm saying that I'm discussing it for completion of the topic, just because you can continue with the homework. So what I'm going to do today, firstly, we will discuss all the questions. I will see all the questions given with the CMA final study material, and I'll make you note down that how many questions we are going to do in the class and how many questions would be your homework, so that you can continue with the homework at least. Okay, and after this, we'll start the shutdown decision. Okay, or I can say keep and drop decision. So let's discuss first the questions given in CMA final material. So we have already done that, like we have discussed up to question number 9 or 12, but just see once that one would be your, we have already done one, two we have already done, three would be your homework. I have already given you homework. Okay, four would be homework, and three and four both are very easy questions. Still, if you have any problem, just let me know. Five we have already done, six we have done, seven we'll do in the class. Okay, it's yet to be discussed in the class. And question number eight, we'll discuss this in the class. Question number nine would be your homework. It would be homework. Question number 9 and 10 both are the optimum product mix decisions question. So basically, in this question, you need to see how the product used to be like manufactured. We have discussed the optimum product mix, and even we'll do few more questions related to optimum product mix, like around 4 or 5 questions, 5 questions you can say. We'll discuss five more questions related to optimum product mix. So uh, this would be your homework. It's an easy question, but still, if you have any problem, let me know. So in this question, basically variable overhead, direct wages, fixed overhead. I think it would be, you would be able to understand this question. Okay. It's asking you to prepare the budgeted profitability statement, budgeted statement basically on the basis of the, probably on the basis of the product mix. Okay. And set out the optimum product mix and work out the optimum profit after taking into consideration idle time wages. Okay. So there might be some of the idle time in the department too, and you are going to make a product mix considering the department to idle time. So this would be a homework. Question number 10 would also be the homework. So again, in this question, you need to grab the budget for the profit as per the budget. Okay. Product mix you need to find out. So again, it's going to be easy question. Okay. 11 we have already done, make and buy. Um, Question number 12. It this we will discuss in the class. To be discussed. This we will discuss in the class. 13. I have given you homework. Question number 13. It looks like a bigger question, but it's going to be easier one. If you see the solution, what you need to do, you just need to prepare a profit statement. Okay. So preparing a profit statement is not a big task. So you can easily prepare the profit statement. Okay. Now question number 14 would be homework, optimal product mix. Okay. Um, I think let's see what the question is asking. Show what quantity of raw material on hand ought to be allocated which product. So basically how the allocation need to be done. Okay. Not it's I don't think it would be difficult to do, but still, you know what is the purpose of homework? Basically you need to practice the things, you need to revise the things. Okay, we cannot do all the questions in the class, so that's why this would be a homework. Definitely, if you have any problem, just let me know. Okay. uh, in the second part, it's asking the statement showing contribution. Okay. And comment briefly on the analysis you use to add the decision making process in A, and give 3 other example of business problem where this type of analysis can be useful. So you can see basically it seems to be some sort of theory part, but you can see this answer as well. So this question would be the homework. 15, this we will do in the class. 16 would be homework. So what basically 16 is, um, it's asking you to prepare the income statement. Okay, and there are some sort of director's view. So on the basis of that, revised price need to be calculated. So it would be homework. Okay. Question number 17 would also be homework. It's an optimum product mix question. So conservative estimate of the next year of total contribution that would be made by each product line. Okay, so basically an estimate need to be prepared. So once you will read the question, you will definitely understand this. Sorry, just a second. Okay, so 18 we will discuss in the class. It's also optimum product mix question. 19 would be homework. Question number 20 is a pricing question. Okay, pricing decision question. So this topic is still to be done. Marginal costing and absorption costing. So this will do in the class. 20 we'll discuss it in the class because you guys don't have any understanding of the marginal absorption costing, I think. So first we'll read the marginal costing and the absorption costing, and now on the basis of that, we'll do this question in the class. Okay. 21 would be a homework. Indifference point, easy thing, and small question. Okay. 22, we'll do it in the class. 23, shutdown decision. This we will do either today or in the next lecture, definitely. So it is to be discussed because this topic we have not done yet. Question number 24, make and buy decision. We have already done make and buy decision, but since we have done only one question from CMA final study material related to make and buy, so we'll do this question as well. "25 is the optimum product mix." This would be your homework. So 25 to 30, even 32, 25 to 32 would be your homework. I have basically prepared a complete chart. So on the basis of that, I have analyzed many of the things. So on the basis of that, I'm saying that 25 to 32 is, you can easily do these questions. Definitely for like, if you face any kind of issue in any of the question, you can let me know. Okay. So 25 to 32 would be your homework. 25 to 26. So 32 is absorption and marginal costing, which we have not done yet. But once we'll do the question related to absorption marginal, I think it was question number 30, 22 or 24. So, okay. So once we'll do that question, you will be able to solve this question as well. So this question would be your homework once we do the pricing decision. Okay. So 32 would be your homework. 33 we will discuss in the class. It's basically relevant costing question, and relevant costing, like we have understood the relevant costing, but still this question we'll discuss in the class. Okay. Now 34 to 38 would be your homework. 34 again relevant costing, it would be your homework. Evaluation of strategy 35, it would be homework. So basically what basically this question is, the managing director asks you as a cost accountant to evaluate the three proposal and calculate the additional sale volume that would be required in each case in order to help him to take a decision. Okay, so basically, you know, some of the proposal is here, and the managing director is asking you to analyze the proposals. So three proposals are given to you. You need to analyze those proposals. Okay, so it would be your homework. 36 would also be homework. Again, evaluation of strategy. 37 homework. Relevant cost, it would be homework. Now 39 we will discuss here. It's a pricing question. This we will discuss in the class. Question number 40. This is a good question, but this would be homework. It's a good question, I'm saying, but this would be homework because this require you guys to, there's nothing conceptual to make you understand in this question. This question, if you just apply your mind, it would become easy question. Why I'm giving you this question is homework, because we have done one question. If you remember, we have done question of bus and uh, if you guys remember, the we need to calculate the fare, and in the previous classes and the previous chapters we have done one question where we need to calculate fare. We were given the different cost and all these things. So it is somewhere like that. Okay, so this question you need to do, because this question require you to apply your mind. And I am saying you from the very first lecture that costing is nothing about learning. Okay, you just need to apply your mind, be conscious throughout the classes. So this question would be homework. Okay, now all balance question 41 to 46 would be homework. So basically we have done around half of the questions in the class and half of the questions would be the homework. Make and buy, we have done 2 or 3 questions. So balance 2 or 3 questions would be homework. I think even 1 or 2 questions are left. Evaluation statement, homework. Pricing, it would also be homework. Evaluation of order. Okay, again, different type of things are given. You just need to find out the best thing. So make and buy last, it would be homework. So with this, I have told you regarding all of your questions that which question we need to do in the class, which question would be the homework. Okay, so I hope you guys understood, like you guys have clear idea about what questions you need to do as homework so that you can, start doing homework. Just a second. Okay, guys. So now what we are going to do now. So today we are going to start with the new decision making techniques. I hope you understood whatever questions you need to do homework or which questions we will discuss in the class. From CA final study material, you guys have clear understanding that all the questions given in test your knowledge part would be your homework. Other questions we'll do discuss in the class. I think in from the illustration as well, I have given you one homework, but that was like not to be discussed in the class. That was a very easy question. So that's why I've given you that in the class for the homework side. So now what we are going to do, we are going to start with the next decision, which is shutdown decision, or which is also called keep or drop decision. So what basically keep or drop decision is? So what used to happen in the business, that some business used to, work with a few, like more than one segment. If I talk about Kingfisher. So Kingfisher, I think to the extent I know, Kingfisher was having different businesses. Like one business was beer, I think liquor and alcohol. One business was airline, and I think there were many other businesses as well. Okay, so the big businesses, if I talk about the Reliance as the petrol pumps, Reliance as the now started with the Geo, Reliance as the grocery business, and many of the businesses Reliance has. Now, what happens that each businesses, every business somewhere have some interdependence. Okay, I'm not saying every time, but sometimes the businesses have some interdependence. Suppose for Reliance, if the petroleum business is going in loss, then you might say that in that case the Reliance should shut down the petroleum business directly, but it doesn't happen. Why I'm saying it doesn't happen? Because one business, as I told you, one business has some of the interdependence on other businesses as well. Okay, all the businesses do not work probably separately. If I shut down one business, probably some impact on other business might also occur. Okay, so that's why deciding which product or which entity, which segment should be shut down, it's not that easy decision. So in this topic, particularly shutdown decision, or I can say keep or drop decision, we will see whether we need to shut down any particular segment or not. We can shut down or we should not shut down. On what basis we will decide that we should shut down it or we should not shut down it? Basically, we will see whether if we shut down the particular segment, what would be my cost saving? What would be my cost saving? Okay, and what would be my benefit lost? There might be some of the cost, additional cost, I can say, which was incurred in that particular segment. Suppose if I take the example of Reliance, suppose for the petroleum segment, Reliance was occurring 1,000 rupees cost, and Reliance was having only 90 rupees profit. Okay, So we can a normal person can simply say that since we are having a 100 rupee loss, we shall you know we shall shut down the business. But in real life, certain other things also used to happen. So if Mukesh Ambani is thinking that whether I should shut down the business or whether I should continue with the business, Mukesh Ambani will see what would be my cost saving, what would be my cost saving if I shut down this business. So basically, Mukesh Ambani will see that 1,000 rupee cost I was incurring if I continue with the business. If I shut down it, I'll be able to save 1,000 rupees. Okay. So 1,000 rupees would be benefit for the Mukesh Ambani if Mukesh Ambani shut down the business. Now, basically, cost saved for Mukesh Ambani is 1,000. Now, what would be benefit loss for the Mukesh Ambani? The benefit loss would be, 900 rupees, the revenue which Mukesh Ambani was earning from the business, from I can say this petroleum businesses. So 900 rupees would be the benefit loss for the Mukesh Ambani. Other than that, just because the Mukesh Ambani was having a refinery, or I can say the petroleum businesses, uh, due to that, the grocery business was having some kind of benefits. Why I'm saying benefits? Suppose that you know the 1,000 rupee, just because of petroleum businesses, it's just a like I can say, it's not real, somewhere unreal example, but suppose that just because of that petroleum businesses, refinery businesses, the grocery business was benefiting. Okay, how the grocery business was benefiting? Because uh, the customers of refinery businesses, they used to give the uh, cars to Mukesh Ambani free of cost. It's just unreal, but yeah, okay. Just because the customers of the refinery business were happy with the Mukesh Ambani, with the services of this refinery, they used to give the cars free of cost to the Mukesh Ambani for the grocery business. Okay, so all type of movement of the items for the grocery business used to happen free of cost. Okay, now just because the Mukesh Ambani is closing, shutting down the refinery business, what would be the impact? Basically, the ultimate impact would be that the grocery business would start occurring some other additional costs. Why additional cost? The transportation cost, which was earlier free, now it would be charged. Now it would, don't go to the India's concepts or anything else that it should be accounted or like this. It's just an unreal example. Again and again, I'm saying. So just because the petroleum refinery would be closed, because of that, the grocery business would incur some additional cost. So basically, if I if I talk about the whole Reliance, the Reliance as a whole, not about this specific segment, the Reliance as a whole, ultimate, as I told you earlier, ultimate benefit saved, or I can say cost saved for the refinery, for the Reliance, would be 1,000 rupee. The benefit lost would be 900, and that now the transportation cost which grocery business would incur would be 150. So ultimate benefit, basically benefit lost would be, I can say, somewhere 100 and 1,050, and the benefit achieved, or I can say cost saved, would be 1,000 rupee. So ultimately, if I shut down the business, I would incur 50 rupee loss. I would incur 50 rupee loss if I shut down the business. 1,050 would be the cost, basically benefit lost if I shut down the business, and 1,000 would be benefit saved. So 50 would be ultimate benefit lost if I shut down the refinery business. So like this, we need to evaluate everything, that whether shutting down any business would be beneficial or continue with the business would be beneficial. So I think you would be better understand the things when we'll discuss one question. So as we have followed, like we'll do one question from CMA panel and one question from CA panel. So let's go for CMA panel material one first. Just a second. Or let's discuss first from CA panel student. Okay. One question we'll discuss from CA final. Okay, so the question number 7 is related to shutdown decision, or I can say keep and drop decision. We have already said that, if the incremental cost saving would be the revenue more than the revenue loss, or we will have more cost saving than the revenue loss, then definitely we should go with that. We should, drop the business. And if we are having less cost saving or more revenue loss, which we have done basically in this example that I have given you, so in that case, we should not drop the segment. So let's go to illustration 7. Rabi Limited is considering the discontinuance of division C. Okay, following information is given. Okay, so maximum, basically sales figures are given to us. For division A, the sales are 41,40,000. Division A and B, consolidated sales. So basically, what is there in Rabi Limited? In Rabi Limited, there are three divisions: Division A, Division B, Division C. Now, probably the division, if you can see here, the Division C is going in loss. Okay, you guys can see here, the Division C is going in loss. So that's why Rabi Limited is considering to close the Division C. Okay, so the following figures are given to us, that sales for division A and B is 4140, and for division C it is 51750. Variable cost is given to us 2070 and 276. Contribution is given to us 2070. So basically, just reduce this and 2070. Okay, specific avoidable fixed cost. Avoidable fixed cost. So since it is avoidable fixed cost, it would be relevant cost. Okay, since it is avoidable fixed cost, it would be relevant cost. It is not apportioned cost. Okay, it is avoidable. So the avoidable fixed cost is given to us 1449 and 414, and divisional income is given. Okay, the rates of the variable cost are 90% of the normal rate due to current volume of operation. These variable costs are 90% of the normal rate due to current level of production. Since we are producing more, that's why the variable costs are less. Okay. There is an adequate market demand. Okay. For any lower volume of production, if we do lower volume of production, the rates would go back to the normal ones. Okay. Facility Facilities released by discontinuing division C cannot be used for any other purpose. Okay. Comment on the decision to discontinue division C using relevant cost approach. Okay. Okay. So let's see this. Just a second. So this is question number 7, I think. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So basically, there is specifically given to us that if we do lesser production, what would be its impact? Its impact would be that we will not be able to, avail the benefit of the variable cost saving. So if we do, yeah, let me write it. So let's see whether the decision of discontinuing C would be better or not. Okay, so let's note down the things. So if uh, C is discontinued. So it is basically what would be the benefit achieved. Basically, we would be able to save our variable cost, saving in variable cost. What would be the saving in variable cost? It would be 276, and saving in fixed cost. Saving in fixed cost would be 414. Any other saving? I think there would be these two savings only. Basically, it is avoidable fixed cost. Since it is avoidable fixed cost, if we discontinue C, we would be able to discontinue this fixed cost as well. That's why we are taking this into consideration. So total benefit achieved. So total it would be 690. Now benefit lost. What would be benefit lost if I discontinue with this operation? Basically sales lost. My sales loss would be 517 500. So basically I would not be able to achieve that sale, or I can say my sale would somewhere be go down. Okay, so basically my loss of sale would be there, and loss of saving of basically we will have the loss of saving in A and B as well if we discontinue with C, because it is specifically given to us that if we discontinue with, or if I basically decrease the current level of production, my saving variable cost, which is currently 90%, this would again become 100%. So basically currently we are having 10% saving in my variable cost, but if I discontinue with any of the operation, or I reduce the current level of production, my variable cost saving would be reduced. So basically for A and B, I can say my variable cost is 20 lakh 70,000, 20 lakh 70,000. But this implies to only 90%. So basically, what would be 100% and what would be 10%? So basically, additional 10% we need to pay for the variable cost of A and B if I discontinue with the operation. So let's calculate how much it comes. 2070, it would be 2,30,000. So total benefit lost. So my total benefit loss would be 747,500. Okay, so I can say additional benefit lost. What would be my additional benefit loss? My additional benefit loss would be, just a second, 747 500 minus 690. It would be 57 500. Now, since we will have more benefit lost due to shutdown of operation C, better would be to continue with C. So this is the answer. Since we are going to have more benefit lost, so my benefit loss would be more. If I discontinue C, my benefit loss would be more. My benefit loss would be more means I'll have more loss if I discontinue with C. So since discontinuing C will give me loss, it's better to continue with C. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, one question we'll do from CMA final material, but that we'll do in the next lecture. So this is all for today from my side. I hope you understood the complete plan. I hope you understood this question and the topic. For any doubt, just let me know. You guys have my mail ID. You guys know the process. So this is all from my side for the day. Have a very nice day. Bye bye.